Welcome to the Krista Escamilla Show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Krista Escamilla Show. I hope that life is just rolling and going well for you wherever you're at. I know it's a busy time of year because let's face it, once spring hits after spring break, it is just like, shrew, go time until summer. So I understand your busyness and we appreciate you choosing to spend some time with us today. Hopefully we can maybe listen, learn, and grow together and put a smile on your face at the same time so that you can go tackle the rest of your day. I am so excited to introduce today's guest to you. But first, a special thank you to our sponsors. A huge shout out to Rig ID Workwear, to Omni Midland Hotel, also to ThinFR, JoinCapClub.com, Midland Cap Company, and the Laughlin Hotel. Thank you for supporting those local businesses, but really thank you for supporting any local businesses. When you support local, you're supporting someone's dream. You're paying for soccer lessons, dance lessons, baseball lessons, all of them. And you know that as well as I do, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, speaking of amazing guests that we get to share here on the podcast, I am excited to hear her story, and let me first introduce her to you. Her name is Liz Carter. She is the first of all, wife and mom. I think those are the best titles that I think all of us moms are proudest of. But she's also the owner of Miss Cayce's. Liz, thanks for being with us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to share your story, and we've been wanting to do this a long time. So
Yes.
I'm glad we're sitting here today doing it because as many of you know, Miss Cayce's is not just a Christmas store. It's an all year round store, and it's under new ownership. And so thanks for being here today.
Of course. Glad to be here.
All right, what's your story, Liz? How did you get here? All the things. I love hearing how people got to West Texas.
Okay, well, I will start born and raised here. Grew up in retail. My dad had a jewelry store, St. L. Majors, sold it to my brother and brothers, and so they now have ownership of that. So I grew up in retail. I went to tech. And
wait a minute, back up. Your dad is Sam L. Majors?
Yes.
I did not know this. See, this is why we have podcasts and get to sit here. My husband and I love your dad.
Oh, well, he's very lovable.
Well, first of all, he has the best voice.
He does.
You can recognize that man's voice.
He's going to be so proud.
Hi. Lee's such a great guy. Through the years, many of you have bought your jewelry there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your story, but I
love it. I love it.
What? And your brother is a spitting image of him. When you walk into the store now, it's like running into your dad.
It is, voice and everything.
Exactly.
So,
so fun fact we just learned now.
Yes.
So sorry.
Yes.
So you're
I love
born and raised here and have been a part of retail your whole life.
I have. Grew up going to market, as I got older. A little bit different than market that I go to now. Yes. So I went to tech. I came home. Came back to Midland with my husband now, and we got married here in 2006 and moved to Fort Worth for 3 years, moved to Amarillo for 1.5 years, and then we came back. So we've been back for probably 15 years.
Oh, great. Did y'all meet at tech? Or?
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did. We met at tech.
Love a good college love story.
I know. He's my cowboy, and love him so much.
That's wonderful.
We're about to have our 20 year, so
congratulations.
Thanks.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
It's a big number. And
it is a big number.
Y'all should be so proud, and 2 beautiful babies.
Yes. We have a 15-year-old, Mary. She goes Midland freshman, and then we have Ellis, who's 12, and he's at SJ. Yeah. So I kind of, was all over the place with what I wanted to do with my life. I went to school for PR, marketing, graduated in 2005, decided a couple years later that I wanted to teach. And so I went into teaching, and I taught for 12 years. I've taught everything from, the only ones I have not taught are kindergarten and 6th in elementary.
But you've covered
every other
age.
I taught 1st through 5th. My favorite was 2nd.
I was just going to ask you what your favorite was.
My favorite was 2nd.
And why is that? Because I love 2nd graders. They're just
oh my gosh, they are just they're precious. They're at a great age to where they're a little bit independent. They can read, but they still needed my help. So I still felt like I was making a difference there, and they just loved me. Still,
Yes.
I feel like even getting into 3rd grade, it kind of changes. So I loved it. I taught at Bowie, and great school, and had a great 8 years there, 9 years there, and that brought me to Miss Cayce's. So
yes, how did that happen? Because, and for those of you who have been listening to our show for years, you have definitely heard the story of Becky and Kathy, the former owners who are so beloved in our community,
Yes,
right?
very.
And an amazing store that they created. And I always like to say, if you're having a bad day, walk into Miss Cayce's,
Absolutely.
and you will immediately put a smile on your face and just feel like your heart is filled with joy. So how did that happen? How did you find out they were retiring?
Well, I grew up going to Miss Cayce's and just loved it. It was always just so magical walking in, and never thought I would own it. It was never a thought, but the idea got brought to me, and I took the leap and said yes. It was a tough decision, leaving teaching.
Right.
That's where I'll get emotional, so I won't talk too much about it.
It's
But
okay.
anyway.
We understand emotions. All of us ladies watching it, we get it.
And so I was at a point in teaching where I was questioning what was next, if I was going to stay or figure out what was next. And I took the leap, prayed about it. My husband and I talked through it, and he encouraged me. And so, I had a lot of great conversations with Becky and Kathy. And I guess that after that May of the end of school, I started immediately with them.
Okay.
And just learning the ropes,
Yes.
and kind of shadowed them, and learned the business, and went from there. And I guess it was about a year that I worked for them before we finally closed and took ownership.
That's amazing. And so how many years has it been now? A couple years?
It was 2 years in February.
Time flies.
It does.
I feel like they were literally just sitting here telling
I know.
me that they were retiring.
I know.
That it goes by so fast. And what an exciting time for you, because I just told you this a second ago. I said I'm entrepreneur by marriage, not by spirit. I have really learned to love and this entrepreneur journey. Tell us about that transition, because it's different going from 30 or 20, 30 kids,
Right.
hugging you every day, and you're teaching them reading and writing, to running an entire business. Tell us about the transition and what that's been like.
It was really hard at first. I went from managing 24 second graders to 24 women with a few men in there. And, it was a hard transition, a lot to learn still. But I just love people so much, and I love the connection, and I love, I don't know, so the transition was tough, but I got through it, and, I feel stronger for it, and I have such a great team. A lot of the team has stayed. Alta Lynn, which everybody knows from Miss Cayce's.
Yes, hi Alta Lynn.
Yes,
You're the best.
She's
You're
the best.
awesome.
So 42 years she's been there, and she's kind of my rock in that spot of just all of her knowledge, and she just knows it all.
What's the best piece? Because I love her to pieces. I mean, she and I don't know her as well as you do. So I'm thinking, what is the best piece of advice that Alta Lynn has given you?
Oh my goodness, she's given me so much. I think she's just so easy with things. She sees that I'm stressed or upset or worried, and she has the exact right thing to say, no matter what it is, and it's in a calming. She's so good. And even with staff members that we've had that have had, needed a little more direction, she's just the way that she approaches people. So, I mean, gosh, she gives me advice every day, I think, but I've just learned from her how to just really show empathy for people, but you can also have boundaries and, kind of put your foot down, I guess, when you need to.
Right, be stern when you have to be,
Right.
but also empathetic towards what people are going through.
Yes.
Because everybody is going through something.
Absolutely.
Every single person that walks through the doors of Miss Cayce's, right, is going through something. And you have an opportunity to bring them a little joy that day. I think that's pretty amazing, the atmosphere that is created there. What's your favorite part about it?
Oh gosh, probably that. I love seeing when people come in. I've had so many people just say, I was just kind of having a bad day. I was, this morning I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I needed some Miss Cayce's.
Right.
And so I think that part of it. And I mean, yes, it's a lot of pressure to keep it that way. We've kind of like brought in our own spin on things and done some updates that I think have done really well. You're always going to have people that have negative comments, but we've had more positive, and we're just excited. So I think my favorite part of it is just hearing people's thoughts on, good or bad, because we still have a lot of, room to grow. And so.
Right. Well, I love that. Let's talk about, you mentioned that some things, that maybe you've changed or you've added to it, for those of you that maybe are listening outside of West Texas, because we do have listeners all over the world. Thank you, listeners all over the world. Miss Cayce's is a gem in our community. And so, especially if you're finding us through Landman right now. So if you're finding this through Landman, and you're going to come to Midland, Odessa, West Texas, that you hear about so much, you have to go to Miss Cayce's. When you walk in, it is primarily, at first it was a Christmas store, but now it's an all year round store, and where they're selling things that, really you can decorate for any season. And so let's talk about those things. What have you brought that you're so excited about?
Well, this spring and Easter, we have so much floral, beautiful, beautiful. And they make it now to where it looks real. It feels real. Some of it even has the smell of a real flower.
Really? Okay.
And so we have a ton of beautiful floral. We, redid our bow bar. And so we have tons and tons of ribbon. And so the bow bar is constantly, people are constantly wanting bows made for all the seasons, not even just, just because.
Right.
And so that's been a big thing. We have started doing a bow class once a month. So we offer that.
Fun. I love that.
So we put that out and people can sign up. We offer, drinks and snacks for them while they're learning to tie the bow. And we've got some great, staff members that run that class and are energetic and fun and just, teach them how to make a bow. So
because you will not be a pro on the first bow. Let me just tell you.
No, I'm still learning.
It's
very
harder
hard
than you think.
Especially the pressure of a Miss Cayce's bow, because I look back at videos that Becky did, and she just made it look so effortless. And I'm like, how does she do what? So
she was so good.
She was so
still
good.
is. She still is amazing.
She's great.
I bet if right now we called her, she could on FaceTime go, all you do is this,
just pinch it here and twist it
pinch
here
and twist. She's so awesome. Love those ladies, and what great mentors to learn from that year that you had joined her, but them, just what you could learn from them. So what did you learn the most from them? Because I think that's an important question too.
Oh gosh. Anything from like tagging ornaments to display to dealing with vendors and, growing up in retail, I kind of had an idea about, you have to have a good relationship with your vendors because you help each other out. And so just, I think hearing, Becky was more that side of it. She had a great relationship with all the vendors, hearing her talk to them on the phone and, and then just watching them with the staff. And then Kathy was just fabulous. She would just walk out and change a display and, it was beautiful and done. Mm-hmm. And so I think just watching them in the day to day, it is so much, it's so much work. But the team is amazing and, you have to rely on them. So
absolutely. Well, I've got some questions on business in a minute. So because a lot of people just they have a dream of doing something, but they don't realize once they get into it, all the work it entails, right? So we'll talk that in a minute. But first, I'm a big quote girl, Liz. I love quotes. I live by
right there with you.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just a walking quote. I'm like, give me a circumstance, I'm going to give you a quote. But anyway, I have a quote bowl, and I want you to let me mix them up a little bit. You're going to reach in and see which one you get, and then you tell me what the quote means to you.
These remind me of my classroom theme.
Yes.
They're confetti. I love all the colors. Okay.
Which one did you get? You got this. Shine. Yay.
Shine.
Okay.
So read it.
What does the quote say?
Okay. It says, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined. Henry David Thoreau.
Oh, I love that.
Thoreau. Yeah.
I love that. What does that mean to you?
I love that too. Oh my gosh. I just, right now, this time, in my life and, with just being a mom and a business owner and a wife and trying to do all of the things, I think just, yes, my dream is to be successful for Miss Cayce's, but really it's to show my kids sorry, this is where I get emotional. But just to show to them, you know, that with love and with confidence, and you can really do anything you want to do. You know, no dream is too big.
I love that.
And so, yeah, this one means a lot. I'll keep it.
I love
Can
that.
I keep it?
Sure.
I have to give it back.
Why not? But I love that because it's so true. It's like, you know, a lot of times when we're young, we have these dreams that just seem unobtainable, right? And that just seem so big. But little by little, if you take it step by step, day by day, you will build that confidence to work toward that dream. And that's what I love about that, because I think sometimes, and we've all been there, where we want to give up, or we think, oh, I can't even do that. Like, that's not even possible.
Too hard.
But it is, if you know, do those little things day by day to get the confidence and do it. So what's a quote that you live by in life?
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Now that you're putting me on the spot, let me think. I think I don't even know if it's a quote, but just do everything with love, you know, just, we recently converted to Catholicism and have, you know, just learned about all the different saints.
Yay, my husband's cheering.
But it really has changed my faith a lot, just because I've learned so much and grown so much just learning about all the different saints, and there's so many different quotes just from them alone. Yeah, but I think the main thing in life is just to do it with love, and things will be great, you know?
Yes, couldn't agree more. That's agape love right there. I mean, just do it in love.
Yeah.
And I think the world would be a better place if we just did everything with love.
Yes, especially just towards each other, you know?
Yes.
I mean, everyone is so grumpy all the time, everywhere you go, so... Including myself at times. I'm not in a...
I don't think you don't look like you'd have a grumpy day.
Well, they happen.
But when they do happen, you know, the best thing to do, this is my personal stance, give a smile. Because if you give a smile, you're going to get a smile back, right? See, I just smiled at Yamila. She's smiling back at me. I'm smiling at you. You're going to get a smile back. It makes you feel better. So
it does.
If you're having one of those days, go give a smile. You're gonna get it back, and if they don't, that's on them.
Exactly. I just tell my kids, if there's, you know, if someone is mean to them or says something unkind, like, just give them a hug. They clearly need a hug. So
right. That's so true. It is so true. Let's talk about, you know, business, because I think a lot of people want to do something like what you've done. They've thought about starting something. They've thought about this dream that they're holding in their heart, especially. You know, I want to kind of gear towards some of our young people that are watching and thinking maybe they can do this. What advice would you give to them starting a business for the first time? Because, you know, you're pretty recent to it, and so you've got a lot of knowledge to share with them that can really, I feel like if we can help someone have to skip that step, let's do it.
Gosh, I mean, I think staying just grounded in who you are is really important, but also not expecting to do it all at once, and, you know, kind of taking things slowly, delegating. I have, you know, I'm not good at asking for help, and I've had to learn that, of just, you know, reaching out, whether it's my husband or my employees, just, hey, can you do this?
Yes.
And so that's a big one, because, I mean, we can't do it all.
Right.
And then I think taking advice from other people. You know, so many people are like, oh, I know everything, I've got this, but I don't know it all, and so I take all the advice and help and ideas that I can get. So,
how about your dad? Has he shared any tips with you?
He has, yes, he has.
I can imagine,
We, you know, we'll talk about business and you know, just running people and managing people, and the ups and downs of all of it. You know, it's retail's tough. And it's not always a great economy. It's not all, you know, people aren't always going to want to buy what you have. And so you just kind of have to do it with faith and just trust that it's all going to work.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So what's your favorite part about it? Like, when you're looking back on the past couple of years, what is your favorite thing that if you were to tell someone to come into the store today that you would want them to go experience?
Besides
the cookies.
Yes, the cookies for sure. We are doing more tablescapes. That's kind of my passion. I love creating a beautiful table if you're hosting, or, you know, just for your family or for whoever.
Yeah.
And so I think just showing people that we have all the pieces you need, and you can be as creative and put as much on it as you want. So that's probably been my favorite part of just using my creative juices.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the bow mastered, but I do love doing the tablescapes and the design of the store.
Is that like when you put the greenery on the table? Because I saw you do a demonstration one time and it was so beautiful. Is that like, as a tablescape, like just put like the centerpiece and then putting some greenery in there?
Yeah, so you can start.
I'm not crafty. Sorry, I'm like doing this like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you just put it
you
on
just
there.
like do this.
No, it's everything from the centerpiece. I like to do arrangements. We have beautiful, arrangements in store that our designers create. So I like to start there kind of for the focal, and then you just build around it with a table runner, your plates, your placemats, candlesticks. So it's just putting the whole thing together.
I love that. Okay, I'm sitting here today with Liz Carter. She's the owner of Miss Cayce's in Midland, Texas. If you haven't been, go. If you live here, I know you've been, and you've probably been several times like me, because it is amazing and beautiful. So we're going to ask a question of the day now. So this is another bowl. Get to pick out the question. Let's mix it up, and then you answer it.
I'm going to choose fun.
Okay, yes, fun, because it's fun what you do.
Exactly. It is a lot of fun. Okay, what is something on your bucket list that might surprise people?
Ooh.
I don't know if it would be a surprise. On my bucket list is to go to Greece, and my husband is taking me for our 20-year this year.
Yes, and happy anniversary.
Yes, thank you. But as far as I don't want to ever skydive or do anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not super adventurous.
I'm good not jumping out of a perfectly good plane. I am good with that.
I'm great. Yep.
I am fine.
Yep.
Don't desire it, but I admire those that do. I'm like, the plane is great. Why am I going to jump out of it? Yeah.
I would say just to, kind of applying to the business, his name is John Mark. He does beautiful bows. He has thousands of followers. Such a nice guy. Met him at market. I think to go to his store, and I want to say it's in Georgia. Now I can't remember where, but or Louisiana.
Okay.
I don't know. It's somewhere
over there in the South.
That's beautiful.
Somewhere beautiful in the South.
Yeah. And so I think to go, scope that out.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I love scoping out other stores that are similar and just getting great ideas from them. And
I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, we do something called favorite things. And so I'm going to ask you some favorite things. Okay. And you just tell me the first things that come to mind, okay?
Okay.
So first thing is favorite song. You're walking into a place, what song is playing in your head?
Gosh, Sweet Caroline just came to mind for some reason.
One of my
Such
favorites.
a good one.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. That is a classic.
Can't help but, be happy when you hear that.
I know. Did you see the movie, Song Sung Blue?
I have not yet.
Okay.
I need to.
You need to see it.
I need to.
Great movie. Mm-hmm. Great movie. I love Kate Hudson in it.
I heard she was great.
Jackman. But anyway, that's a side note. But if you haven't seen it, great movie. Good song. Always puts a smile on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Favorite book?
Oh my goodness. I feel like I am starting to read a lot more. I'm in a book club. We've read some great books over the years. Probably, oh my gosh, Kristen Hanna. Now I can't think. Nightingale.
Okay.
So good.
Good book. Okay. Mm-hmm. I do not read as often as I would like to.
It's hard.
It's like I have to make myself. I do a lot of listening in the car.
Yes,
so
same.
Because I'm traveling a lot, and so I will listen to books on tape. But or tape. I just aged myself. Book on
tape. Book on Audible.
That was terrible. Book on Audible. But anyway, I would like to read more, and so when I hear someone in a book club, I'm like, oh, I so want to be you. I so want to be.
It does help
in a book club because I feel like there's some accountability.
Yes,
like you don't want to show up and be like, yeah, I didn't read.
I know. I've been there.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I felt in school sometimes. You're like, yeah, I didn't read that chapter.
Didn't read. Yeah.
But I love that. So Nightingale. Okay, well, check it out. But favorite life hack, something that makes your life a little easier.
Gosh, let me think. I making my bed every morning. I know that sounds silly, but it just helps me. It helps my day just go smoother. And if I get home and my bed is unmade, I feel completely frazzled, even if like the rest of the house is perfectly clean. So I feel like if my bed is made, I can just, tackle the day.
I love that. That's so important.
It is.
There's a book on it that I used to give college, or not even college, high school graduates, called Make Your Bed. Okay. And it's by a Navy SEAL. And he says there's some truth to, like, if you make your bed in the morning, you feel that one thing that you've accomplished. Mm-hmm. But I never thought about what you just said. At the end of the day, if you come home and it's, it's messy,
a mess.
It doesn't feel as good getting into bed that night.
It does not.
Right? I mean, it just doesn't.
It's like dishes in the sink and bed made. It's the little things that just make my day feel smoother.
I love that. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, favorite memory here in Midland?
Probably my wedding.
Oh, you got married.
We got married here.
I love that.
Yeah, we had a great wedding. So
love that. Good memory, especially on your 20th year anniversary.
Yep,
That's
absolutely
fantastic. Favorite fun fact about you we would not know by reading your bio?
Let me think. I guess I already said teaching. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
And that your dad is Lee Majors.
My dad is Lee Majors.
That one I didn't know.
The jeweler, not the actor.
Yeah. Have y'all had to say that a lot through the years?
Through the years, yes.
My dad's Lee Majors, yes, not the actor.
Not the actor.
Although he could have been an actor. He's got that voice.
He does. He is acting as the bunny at Miss Cayce. So he's Santa and the bunny.
He does have that. Some. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that. So now I'll be like, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the Easter Bunny already, but now I'll get to really be like, I really know you. I love that.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I love to run. I don't do it as much as I used to and that I need to, but it's kind of my, therapy. Yeah. And so, and then, cooking. I love to cook.
That's awesome.
I like to go home after a long day, pour a glass of wine, put the news on, and just cook. And, have my kids there and just,
All right, let's talk parenting, because you are in that stage. I love the stage you're in. It's 12 and 15. Mm-hmm. They're starting to go out on their own, right? And they're starting to be little people separate than you, right?
Yes.
That is, I think, one of the toughest parts of that transition, but it's also beautiful too. Mm-hmm. What do you love most about raising teenagers, or almost teenager, with your 12-year-old?
Yeah, I mean, he might as well be.
Yeah.
I think I've loved watching them. They're amazing kids. I know we all think that about our kids as parents. They just are very respectful of us and other adults. But I think, like, my daughter and I are super close. My son and I are too. But I think just watching her walk through, hard times in her life and how she's come out so much stronger. And she's not like I was. I was very social. I wanted to be at everything with my friends. I had FOMO all the time if I wasn't. And she would prefer to be at home with us and with family. And so I just love that about her.
Yes.
I'm having to push her out, like, no, go. And then my son is very athletic, and he's, just really fun to be around. And they're just at the age where they're fun. It's not work. I mean, yes, It's always work, trying to make sure they're good humans, but it's just fun at this point. We love traveling with them, and
it's a fun age.
Travel sports are, full effect. So.
Yes, and when you're in West Texas, you have to travel for sports.
Yep, you
no
sure
matter
do.
Where you're going, it's a good 5-hour drive.
Yep.
So a lot of good parent-kid time in the car.
Yes,
I love that.
But special memories. My daughter and I are going to Abilene this weekend for her last volleyball tournament ever.
Aww.
She's gonna move on to something else, and so just
fun. Special
special memories that we've made, and we'll continue to make, just in a different setting.
That's right. The best is yet to come.
That's right.
What's your best parenting advice you were ever given, or that if anyone asks you, that you like to share?
I think talk to your kids. Don't assume. I don't know. We have great conversations with our kids. We ask my husband is great at asking questions. They don't always love it, but he's got a little box of questions, and we'll pull them out, and it brings up great conversation. Just talking them through all of their struggles, all of their, accomplishments, and just having those honest, deep, what's your dream? And just conversations with them.
I love that. Favorite restaurant in West Texas?
Probably Luigi's.
Okay. They have such good pizza.
It's so good.
Now I'm hungry for Luigi's.
I know. The pizza snack is my go-to.
It's so good.
So
good. Favorite coffee shop?
Let me think. I really like Far West.
Yes.
We have so many. I like them all, really. I haven't found one that... I'm not
really
a
lucky to have a
huge
lot.
coffee drinker. My kids, they'll love to go through and get a coffee from Human Bean. Love that place.
I do too. You know what I love about the Human Bean? The little chocolate covered espresso you get on the top.
Same.
It's the little things in life.
I will sometimes drop it, and I get really sad, and then they'll give me another one. So.
Or I've had mine melt. Did you ever have that happen?
Yes.
I left on there too long, and I was like, it melted. Yeah. But speaking of that, it's those little things in business, right, that make you think of that, like you just mentioned with the Easter Bunny and Santa being at Miss Cayce's, right?
Our cookies.
Or the cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I walk in and I'm like, oh yay, the cookies are, it's the little things like that. Are there any traditions that you want to implement with Miss Cayce's that maybe you're, or that maybe you already have that, since taking over?
I think, continuing the cookies, we offer a Coke for anybody that's shopping. I think they had so many great things in place that we haven't had to add a whole lot. I do think the bow class monthly is going to be a big, new thing that we're starting. We've got so many ideas rolling, and I can't wait to share them all as we, progress into the season. But we've got a lot of great things coming. So,
and right now, since spring has sprung, it's probably Happy Everything, right? Is that still a brand that y'all carry?
Yes.
The Happy Everything. I love that. I mean, because I love happy everything. So
yes, absolutely.
It makes sense. But there's something about those products that just make you smile and bring so much joy. What else is out for spring right now? And then what are the next seasonal drops we can look forward to?
So we are doing a Happy Everything event right now. I think it ends, on the 29th. So 20% off of everything from Happy Everything and Cotton Colors. We will have our next boat class in April. I also want to bring in more pop-ups. We had a pop-up on Friday, and bringing in local small businesses. We brought in the Blue-Eyed Monkey that shares a parking lot with us, and Bosque Paper Company, and then Roxanne Spradlin Art. And so it kind of lit a fire under me thinking, we need to do this more, because just, the excitement of even the vendors that come in, they're so appreciative of having that space. And so I am trying to work through a plan of how we can get more
that's a great
pop-ups, especially in the spring and summer when it's a little bit slower.
Right.
Just bringing that traffic in. I mean, it helps everybody.
Right.
So
I love that. That's a great idea, and it is such a great big space and parking lot. I don't know if are you doing it inside or outside?
We've kind of talked about both.
Okay.
It gets so hot, but we do have a covered patio, and so my thought is to have just as many as we can.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I love that. And from a shopper point of view, it's nice to have a one-stop shop. If you're, because there's some people that love to shop. I like to shop and get it all done at once, right?
Right.
And so you can do that, and especially when you're looking for those certain time of year, things that that you want. I think there's nothing better than just
and especially Mother's Day, graduation, and I think that's something people don't always know about us too, is we have great gift ideas that are not seasonal. We have so many great candles and towels, and we put together baskets for people, that. So I think there's a lot that people just aren't aware of. And I'm excited to start showing them.
Yay! So follow on social media. Follow
Yes.
all the places, right?
Yes.
Instagram,
All the things.
Facebook, and they will definitely keep you updated. I love seeing any type of video from y'all. So keep on doing all those. I love it. It's great because you know it's just like one of those things. It also makes you smile when you see it on camera. You know, on your camera. Again, your phone. I'm aging myself, but it makes you smile when you see it, and you're just like, oh yeah, and it's a reminder too. Like, hey, I need to go in there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about when you prepare for Christmas, because I think that's something people would probably be surprised about. It's not like you do it in November and go, hey,
Right.
let's put up Christmas, like the rest of us do. So when are you preparing for it?
We will start, so it starts in January. So we finish our season and then we go to market and we spend a week at market picking out everything for the next season. And so those shipments will start coming in May, June. Last year was hard with tariffs. Everything kind of came at once. So this year I think we'll have more time to get organized, you know, shipment by shipment. And so May, June, we'll start setting the store. We're going to, you know, we have different themes every year just to keep it, you know, alive, change it up. And so we'll start moving everything in the next few weeks. I told the team that yesterday, like, we're going to start, you know.
Time to flip.
It's time to flip. So, we start in the summer. Last summer we closed for a few weeks. We won't do that this summer because we're not, that's when we were doing construction with the bow bar. So.
Okay. So it would just be like maybe a day or two.
Yes, we'll have to close, you know, for a couple days to get it moved around.
And then is there a big day that like, okay, this is it, Christmas is it September?
Our grand reveal.
Yeah, the grand reveal.
The grand reveal.
I knew there was a name. I couldn't think of what it is. The grand reveal.
It is typically the Friday after Labor Day. So Labor Day will be on that Monday, and it's typically that next Friday. So we'll probably just keep going with that, and people will be excited, and we'll be excited.
You want to share a little hint of what's going to be new this year?
Oh man, we have so many great themes coming. We, you know, just playing. You never know what's going to be a hit.
Right.
Like last year, we kind of went with a pink and green theme in the front
because of Wicked. Or did it just happen to be that?
That's our colors, our logo colors, and this theme is called Kappa Christmas. That's the name of our LLC.
I love it.
And so we've decided this year that we're going to change, and the Kappa Christmas tree will be different every year. And so this year it'll be a monotone. You'll have to come see what color of monotone. But we're moving gingerbread back into the front of the store. Okay. So that'll be a big, you know, right when you walk in, all the fun, bright colors for gingerbread.
Cool. Were you a Kappa at Tech?
I was.
There you go. And that's how we get the LLC.
That's right.
I love that. That's fantastic. What is your goal? When you think of how you want Miss Cayce's to be and look and feel, say, 20 years from now, what is your hope and dream for it?
You know, I think just carrying on the legacy that Becky and Kathy built and just continuing to grow it. You know, keeping up with the times, but also staying with that, the Miss Cayce's look that everybody loves. So I think just, you know, I don't know, just keep it going. The store's so big, I don't want to move it, but I think, you know, just doing some rearranging in the store. I just have a lot of ideas that I think would be great. You know, I think it would be super fun to bring in like a, not coffee shop to the front, but just some kind of, you know, little spot in the front where people can come sit and have a cup of coffee while they shop.
I love that idea.
So, yeah, there's a lot of ideas flowing.
Ooh,
so we'll see. Stay tuned.
Because, there's that great space there up to the left. Is that what you're thinking? Right there? Oh, that would be fabulous. Yeah. And then, I mean, because why not? Why not drink your coffee and be happy too at the same time and listen to Christmas music?
Right.
I love that.
And we have so many cute little old men that come in with their wives and they want to sit and just kind of chill and have a cup of coffee and wait for their wives to finish shopping.
I think that's great. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to see, you know, how this really evolves over the next 20, 30 years with your take on it, because it is, I can tell you have a beautiful heart for it. You love what you're doing. And I think anything that you do that you're passionate about, shows. And so I am so excited. I can't wait to
thanks.
see. And I'm excited to see the bow bar because I have not seen that yet. So.
Oh, it's fabulous.
I can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to
You should sign up for the bow class.
I should, because my bows are terrible.
I should probably sign up too.
We'll do it together, Liz.
Yeah.
We'll go there together. It's harder than you think, people.
It's so much harder
It's
than you
harder than you think if you're not crafty. I mean, I think, oh yeah, I'm just going to do the loop, and then I'm going to twist. Yeah, loop, tail, twist. But it's harder than that.
It's all about holding it, in your hand, I think.
Yes.
That's the key, just not letting go, because then it just falls apart.
Yeah, and so I hear it, Liz, but when I go to do it, I'm
I
like,
know.
bleh, it falls apart. Because I tried one year, it was so bad, because I think Becky and Kathy had just come on the show. They just showed me how to do it, and then I went home thinking, I've got this. My bow looked so bad, my kids laughed. They were like, Mom, you can't put that on the tree. They were just like,
funny.
You just can't. That's terrible. I'm like, you're right. So yeah, no bows that year. But I know I've heard it before, but bows, balls, and florals?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
All the things.
Bows, balls, and florals. That's
Yes.
it. What other tip do you have for us when it comes to decorating for the Decoratively Challenged?
I think, I don't know, watch tutorials and, get ideas from Pinterest and from our social media. But I think just stick to what you know that you're going to come home and be excited to see. Because when you try to change it too much or do something different, that's when it kind of turns like, that doesn't look great. But
even though you think it does, yeah. I've had that happen. I'm like, oh, I think this looks great, and then the kids walk in, not so great, Mom, not so great.
I bet that's not true. But also, I'm a very symmetrical person. Okay. Some people aren't. I think it's very artistic not to be, but I just like everything,
Yes.
kind of symmetrical. So that's kind of my trick that I do at my house.
Well, that's perfect then for the tree, because isn't it like a 1-2 like triangle?
Triangle.
Okay, so see, I've learned it. I know it, but I just can't do it. So do the balls are supposed to be in a triangle, correct?
Yes.
And then
and once you get all the balls on, then you can go in and fill with the other stuff, but.
Or you just go to them and they can do it for you.
Yes, give us a call. We'll come to your house and do it for you.
Also, the teardrops. That's really popular all year round, correct? Like there's different teardrops for different seasons. Do you have to do them yourself, or do you have them already pre-made? You can just walk in and buy them.
We have so many great teardrops to choose from. Okay. The designers are constantly, creating. And so for all the seasons we have them, Christmas, I think we're pretty low on right now, but not many people want to buy a Christmas teardrop.
Not yet.
But we've got some great Easter still left. You can come in and pick it out yourself. We've got a lot of people that love to do that. They love to put it together, but they don't want to actually build it.
Right.
And so they'll pick everything out either with the help of a designer or themselves. And then we create it and call them when it's ready. Or a lot of times they'll just grab one right off the shelf that's already made.
Great. All right. And before we go, a couple more questions. What is your favorite thing about being a business owner in Midland, Texas?
I think just the support of other businesses. And, we all just kind of stick together. This year, my goal is to get more involved in the community and really, get to know a lot of the other business owners better. But yeah, I think just being, I think it's different than owning this kind of business in a big city where you're competing with a lot of other people and places and you don't have that connection.
Right.
And so, I think just the connection of small businesses kind of stick together.
Yes, I love it. And that's one of the things I love about West Texas. Like, I always say community over competition, and it is, and that you feel in West Texas. More than any other town I've heard of or seen. It really is. It's not just a saying.
Special.
It is special. We're very lucky
to
be in this community for many reasons, but that is one of them. We've had competitors call, "Can you do this for me?" Yeah, absolutely, we can help you out, because it's not competition. Really, we are here for each other.
Yeah.
There is enough to go around for everybody.
Absolutely.
In closing, is there anything that we haven't talked about yet that you're like, oh, I really wanted to talk about that today and share with everyone and share with, either whether it's new listeners or if it's new people to our town, or they've been here 50 years?
I think just, I'm so appreciative of the community and of just our customers from all over. I mean, we have people buying from literally all over the world. And so just the continued support has been amazing. We have customers that have been shopping at Miss Cayce's the whole 42 years. And they're still coming in and they're still excited to buy. And so I think just that, it's amazing to me, the support and getting new customers too.
Right, because I mean, we do have a lot of people that are moving into town, or maybe they were kids, now they're adults, and now they get to decorate for their house for the first time. I mean, that is a beautiful thing. Well, I love what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
I'm so proud of you for doing what you're doing. I know being a business owner is tough, but we are all in this together, and it is one of those things where I just cannot wait to see what your store evolves into over the next 20 years. It's already a beautiful, beautiful place, but I love it. I mean, if you do that coffee shop, that would be so cool.
I know.
I am like the biggest cheerleader of like ideas. I'm like, yeah, go do it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Well, stay tuned because there's a lot of them coming.
That's
a lot
exciting.
of ideas. So.
And thank you for sharing just little hints and tips today. And I didn't even get to mention, because there is a huge following of Halloween lovers, and y'all do a really great job of Halloween. When does that come out?
That'll come out in July.
Okay.
We'll set our Halloween section maybe beginning to mid-July.
Okay, you Halloween people, you know who you are.
And
you
then
know it. They
also
love.
Patriotic, the 250 year anniversary. So Patriotic's going to be huge this year. So, I mean, we've got all the things that you might want for to celebrate that. So
red, white, and blue everywhere.
That's right.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Liz.
Yes,
congratulations.
thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing this time with us today. I appreciate it. I feel like I've gotten to know you better, and that's what I love about podcasting, is because oftentimes we see each other in the community many times, but we don't know their story, and we don't know, just everyone's heart for what they do. And so thank you for sharing yours today and showing the good work that you're doing at Miss Cayce. So thank you.
Yes.
And tell everybody I say hello. I love your staff. They're always so welcoming, with a smile on their face, and I cannot wait to see the Easter Bunny and Santa this year.
I know.
Tell them I said hi.
They'll be hopping around.
Well, thank you for your time, and please follow Miss Cayce. Go support this great local business. I know many of you already do. I don't have to tell you to do it twice, but just be on the lookout. New things happening. The Bow Bar changes. All the drops of the seasonal drops are coming, and the big reveal. And really, let's just keep the cheer going, because it truly is the happy place in Midland, Texas. So thank you very much, Liz. Wish you the best continued success. And thank you. Please share this with someone you love. We want to keep the ripple going of encouraging people to live their best life and dream big, believe, and never give up. Because, those are my mottos, and I believe it for you. It can happen for you. Never give up. I know there's going to be tough days, but you can do it. You can get through it with all those things. Dreaming big, believe, and never give up. I think that's it. We're going to close out with saying thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. And as always, you make it a great day. Thank you.